Zoom, zoom, like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
Even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Morning Coffee Show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, obligatory hand shot. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look, there's rings. There's a watch I need to be charged. But yeah.
Do that sexy hand modeling there, Tortoise.
That's right. That's right.
The modeling agency is getting their money's worth this week.
That's right. That's funny. That's funny. Well, we are here. We are here with a fun discussion to be had. We have a discussion lined up for today, as you can tell by the title. I came up with the title and the theme last night on a whim. I was watching this one guy on YouTube who just had a bad time in life, and he was talking about he had a topic for a show, but went on this whole rant about what happened in his life, what made him feel bad, and what he's doing to try to distract himself from it. And I'm like, I'm going to take this mood and come up with a topic today. And so I came up with today's topic. I'm like, oh, because I have some personal experiences with it myself. I know people who have experiences with it themselves. But with that, let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. I need to get to the introduction part. Yeah, because right next to me, whoa, where is it? Right next to me in the Mohawk, we have, whoa, time to rock! We got the one Ray Man. That's right. We got the one Ray Man. Hell yeah. And next to him in the purple, well, the purple around him, we got the handsome, the beautiful, the gorgeous MTG Hillbilly.
God, blag it.
Then below me in the brown building, usually the Pain Lab, but today he's taking a break. We have
Tybalt's apprentice wins. Flawless victory.
That's right. That's crazy. And now, in the bottom corner, in the logo, we have
Lone Wolf.
What's up, everyone?
What's up? How's it going, everybody?
What's up?
Woo, what a doozy. Like you do not know that how much of the show I got set up last night for today, and I'm like, did some research and stuff, and it was crazy. But other than that, how are you guys doing this morning?
Doing pretty good.
Can't complain.
Can't complain.
I could, but who wants to hear it?
Well, you look
And it
like
wouldn't do any good.
looked like you went mad and pulled all your hair out of your head.
Again. I did once, and it just never came back. That was the problem.
I'm kidding. Well, if anybody doesn't know, Tybalt is the maddest one here. Like, it's in his name, Mad Saxon, right?
That's right. I will cut off my own arm to beat you to death with it.
That's right. Oh, Rayman, how's it going? We missed you the last couple of days. Hope things are doing well for you.
Things are going better. Hopefully, Mom will get to come out of the hospital maybe today, but most likely tomorrow. So things are looking on the up and up.
All right.
Glad to hear it.
Good. I'm glad to hear it for sure. You're such a major support for a lot of the people you hang out with. You know, you're an incredible person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With that, we're gonna just jump straight into the necessities of the show, or niceties of the show. We're gonna get to
Card of the day.
card of the day. Shredder's technique. You don't know how excited I was when I pulled these cards from my booster boxes. Every time I got a Shredder's technique, I was like, yes, Shredder's technique. And then I ended up pulling one copy of this version of the card. And I'm like, sweet, I got the special version of this card. I like Shredder's technique because it offers more enchantment removal in Black and Commander and other formats too. So I think it's really good.
Well, Black does not have any enchantment removals. Black really needed this.
Well, there's a couple enchantment removals in Black.
There's a couple that do, like Withering Torment. Feed the Swarm.
Yeah, Feed the Swarm.
But there's like 4 cards. I mean, like Hillbillies are right. There is very, very few that do this. So having another one is awesome. I know it breaks the color pie, but in the day and age we live in where enchantments are incredibly powerful, Black not having a way to remove them is an absolute problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it sort of stays on theme by doing some damage to you also, just for good measure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. And based on the picture of this card, I'm surprised it doesn't either draw you a card or create a mutagen token.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because he's holding mutagen there.
Well, in the regular version, he's not though.
Right, for sure.
I would like to point out that the art card of this card is actually worth more than the card itself, which is insane to me.
Yeah,
that's a really good.
A Shredder's technique is 20 cents. The art card for Shredder's technique is $1.65.
Hey, that's
absolutely insane.
Again.
Right, and when Tabal opens like his 15 boxes of turtles and list it up on a TCG player, you can check him out at darkritual.site. Yeah,
I got a box, and I broke
the autograph art card for $15.
Nice. Nice. He's like, I got a box. You know, that's one of 15, right?
No. That is one fat pack. One. What do they call it? One booster. No. What's the
bundles?
There we go. One of the bundles and one actual box. That's it.
Right. You need more boxes of this.
You need more. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to wait till they drop down to $100 a box, and then I'll get more.
Nice.
It's a really fun set to open.
It is. But with that, we're going to roll over to the picture of the day. And trust me, I put some thought into this because I thought it was funny. And here we go.
Wow.
That's a crazy image.
Yep.
That's right. So if at first you don't succeed, maybe robbing banks is not for you.
Yeah.
No. Like I was having fun with the AI prompt and I went crazy with it and it came up with this image after like so many attempts and I'm like, I got to use this. This is perfect for some weird motivational thing.
This is so good. It deserves to be next to the picture of the cat that's hanging from the string that everybody has, like every manager that's ever managed has in their office.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
That's right.
Right. So funny. Oh, we got Moojin Full in chat. Hello, Moojin Full.
Moojin Full.
But with that, just enjoy that picture of the day as we move on to the next segment. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. Well, I hope you guys are about to fill 30 minutes of time for no reason. It's the question of the day. It's an icebreaker.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is this. If you could travel to any plane of Magic the Gathering, any fictional plane of Magic the Gathering, where would you go? And what would you want to do in that plane? Is there someone you'd like to meet? Let us know. For the question of the day, let us know now or in the comments below.
So I have a question. Are we us? Like, is it me personally, as I exactly am right now with no extra abilities or anything, just going, okay, I can go to any plane I want to visit?
Right? I think that's the intention.
Well, then it's Ravnica because it's probably the least dangerous. Because
I was thinking about that context too, and it's like, well, I'm definitely changing my answer from Innistrad to something else.
Exactly. I'm not. There's no way in hell I'm going to Innistrad or Theros or I don't know, almost any plane. Even Dominaria is incredibly dangerous. Ravnica seems to be like the one that I could probably get away with going to.
I think Lugafool got it right. I think the best one to probably go to would be Bloomborough.
Wait. But if you went to Bloomborough, you would be turned into a little creature because even planeswalkers have to shapeshift when they go there.
Right.
There are no humans on Bloomborough. So if you went to Bloomborough, you would become probably like a little mouse creature or something. And then, boy, there's a lot of really big, nasty things that runs around in Bloomborough.
True.
Well,
so where would you go?
me, I would have to say Kaladesh, just because that's where I first started playing Magic.
That one seems safe adjacent.
Safe adjacent.
I'm not exactly sure it's safe, but it's probably safe adjacent.
He'll probably get in a go-kart and hit the gas, you know.
Probably.
Is Kaladesh the one that has all the zombies that are like have that plating that can't be destroyed?
No, that's Amaket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaladesh is the really advanced, like kind of like the steampunk one, right?
Yeah, it's where the inventions came into Magic.
Okay. Never mind. Kaladesh.
Yeah.
I think Kaladesh is fairly safe. That's a good call, Hillbilly. Kaladesh should be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 30L consoles promo card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about
A 30L consoles promo card? I got that just because I got the pre-release.
You know what I got for attending a pre-release? At Kaladesh? I got a Invention Soul Ring that I ended up having to sell for $300.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, well, we ended up selling it at a time of need, not out of this is worth money. We were trying to keep that thing for as long as we could.
Well, my promo was, the 30L consoles.
That's
I think
cool.
I think it's about $45 now. I believe it's around 45. Could be a little more.
I couldn't tell you what my promo was anymore. I couldn't. I knew it was something with energy, and I hated energy. Energy is just one of those mechanics that have a bad taste. But Lone Wolf, if you could visit a plane, where would you go?
I'm going to give the most disappointing answer here, especially with as long as I've played Magic. I can't give an answer because I don't know enough about the planes.
What?
I think Lone Wolf could actually go to Bloomborough. I think he'd be fine. He's a wolf. He'd be fine.
I think I would still give Dominaria a shot just because that's where I started also.
Well, I don't want to feel like I'm
one arm, a weird shape, and a tail run. They're slivers, and they're very dangerous.
I don't want to feel like I'm ripping off Rayman, but my favorite set that I came into was Ravnica, City of Guilds.
Yeah.
And I'd love to go there, and I'd love to meet Niv Mizzet and learn about that. Even after the aftermath of what happened there, I'd love to scope around and figure out what's going on there, get a tour through the maze. Can you imagine if Ravnica became a tour destination? Like a tourist destination? That'd be fun.
I'm surprised you didn't say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I said a fictional place, and it's not in a fictional place.
Go to New York.
That exists. I have been there. It is real.
I mean, if I said New York, and I'd be able to meet Spider-Man, the Turtles, and any other hero that's there, right?
Very
Exactly.
true.
New York is a real place, so I didn't say New York because it's not a fictional place.
Well, since New York's not a fictional place, how you know these other places ain't fictional?
Well, because
Ooh, multiverse theory. Multiverse.
I know they're not real because Hillbilly's had his hands on the cards. That's how you can tell a card is fake. Energy gives you more counters than I want to deal with. I make enough to keep track of already. That's right.
Really?
That's pretty cool. And Mad Saxon, what was your answer again?
Dominaria.
Dominaria. He wants to go to Dominaria. He wants to meet Karn and have like a little boxing battle with Karn.
Just as long as I don't get that ooze on me.
But you can also tread on the weatherlight, be on the weatherlight.
Yeah. Get a chance to hang out with Squee.
Yeah, Squee Goblin. Yeah.
That would be fun. Squee seems like he would be a cool guy to sit down and have some mead with.
Look, Squee would be a cool guy to hang out with. Just don't participate in some of his past activities because apparently,
Definitely not.
I do think that tomorrow's question of the day should be: which Magic the Gathering character would you most like to sit down and have some mead with?
Well, you can always make the question of the day.
I've tried, and I can't get it to the file small enough to actually send through stupid Discord.
Yeah, I have to go through. I have to make a file, send it to Facebook, download it from Facebook messengers, and upload it to wherever I use it.
I don't have to do that.
Nope.
But
I just do a quick video on my phone and make sure that it's short and just send it.
Same here.
All right. With that, we got to get to the next segment where we go to the show divider.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. This is a free show on YouTube. It is completely volunteer based. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And also by contributions made to your Super Fast Tortoise channel and from viewers like you. You all rock. You are awesome.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Woo, really quick. Mega said he'd go to New Capenna or Kamigawa. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. But back on track of things, we're going to get into the topic because I got a feeling this topic is going to fill up the air for like 40 minutes. So the topic of the day, is it okay to take a break from MTG? Right? And with the topic, I got a little lecture to go through. Part of it's in the description, but not all of it. But is it okay to take a break from Magic the Gathering? Yes. Doesn't mean you have to. Is it the last time you play Magic? No. But really, that's all up to you to decide. Now, is it okay to take a break from MTG? It does not mean you have to sell off your collection. It does not mean you have to hate it or dislike it. Sometimes we get involved with Magic at high quantities. We put a lot of time into Magic the Gathering, and we need to breathe and take a break from it. Sometimes we get into obsessive habits of playing Magic the Gathering, and we train our brain to make it a game an addiction. And in that, we lose the balance between life, work, and mental health, which is an extreme. Now, this can say a lot. Sometimes we put so much into a game and a company, Wizards of the Coast, we end up building a business around the game. Sometimes we grow our hobbies to a higher level. Yes, the trick is to balance our work, life, and hobbies. Now, you do not have to quit Magic, and it's okay if you do. Or just take a break from it. But a common problem I notice with people is we substitute pleasure over responsibilities, especially with some people who do it a lot. And I'm not talking about anybody here particularly, but I'm talking about people I've met. And that can be much of a risk for our mental health, livelihoods, relationships, etc., etc. We have to remember to put important things first, like work, family, homes, bills. We have to remember that the extremes in life do exist, like homelessness, strapped for cash, bankruptcy, needing food, the need to pay bills. The list goes on. gas for your vehicle, or bare necessities. These are the things that have to be met. Now, so if you have to take a break from Magic, that's fine. If you quit, that's your choice, and it's fine as well. Wow, I really went to the extremes in this, but you could possibly need to just take a break because of burnout from the game. Maybe you need to take a break because you want to get into another game. Maybe you want to spend time with your loved ones, your family, and get involved with other parts of your life. I've taken a break from spending money on Magic and playing Magic before just so I can afford things like an expensive vacation. I spend money on Magic. I stopped spending money on Magic so I could buy music on CDs and other hobbies. And I have stopped playing Magic just because of burnout. There are many reasons why you may need to step away from the hobby and take a break, and it's okay to do so. That's my spiel. Now, I heard some people had some beef with this spiel. Wanted to start fights because
that would be me. And no, absolutely not. I 100% agree with everything that you said. But having said that, one of the things that I find and have found, you absolutely maybe should take a step away from it for mental health reasons. But for some people, Magic is their connection to other people. Mm-hmm. And so it might be in their best interest to, I'm going to say, stay involved from the standpoint. But it doesn't have to necessarily be with a game. I think you maybe would want to step away from the game itself, but keep in contact with those same people that you associate with in the game on a different level. Maybe you have that. Maybe you don't have that connection yet. So it might be worth, if you are stepping away from the game, talking to somebody about it one-on-one, telling them why you're stepping away. I mean, share what you feel comfortable with. Absolutely. But I do think it's that if you just disappear from the game, you might wind up feeling isolated and stuff. So that's the only caveat I have, is if you are going to step away, maybe talk to somebody else before you do that or when you do that. But I mean, that's a personal opinion too. So I mean, just, before you cut it off cold turkey and stuff, I guess that's my point.
Well, like sometimes taking a break from the games is not quitting your friends, but just quitting playing Magic for a bit, or maybe quitting spending money on Magic. And no one's telling you to lose your friends if you lose the game. If step away from the game means you just say sayonara, say goodbye to lose. See, you want to get back into Magic or something.
I could take this two different ways. One with Magic, one with the streaming. There is burnouts where you constantly playing, Magic every day, 24. Well, it feels like 24/7 that you're not. And that you're playing Magic. For example, Arena. People say Arena is not Magic. It is. It's just Magic in digital form.
It's easy Magic.
And it is kind of easier because you don't miss triggers. But it's still Magic. And you can get burnt. And after you're playing this so long, you get burnt out. And with streaming, like I was streaming twice a day, 7 days a week, every day for 2 or 3 years, and back for 2 or 3 years I was doing this. Suffering from burnout, suffering from Magic burnout, suffering from streamer burnout. So I took it down to 1 stream a day now.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I still stay in contact with people, with my viewers. I still stay in contact with my friends, and they understand why I have stepped away from my morning streams. And nothing has changed. I've actually picked up a couple of subs since I've been doing that. Since I took it down to 1.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have good self-awareness and reflection. And as long as you're still getting something out of it, continue. But if you are in any way feeling that you should step away, you probably should. You're probably right. That's probably your body, your brain, your whatever telling you that it would be good to do that. And it doesn't have to be entirely, or maybe you do need to step away completely. One of the problems with Magic in and of itself is you might feel that, well, they build FOMO into everything at this point, right?
Right.
I mean, and the only reason that might matter to you is if you are going to miss out on mechanics or things that change in the game. But these days, there's enough resources that you could easily catch back up with a game. You know what I mean? Or at least find your way to it, or find answers to questions about how does this work? What is this? You can always look up the rules. You can always find content that's going to get you back in the game. So don't let that get you to, don't let that dissuade you.
Oh yeah, you don't have to let it persuade you. Like, you really it's hard to think about responsibilities when you want to think about hobbies, right? But when you have a hobby, you have to be responsible with it, because there was a time when I lived, breathed, and just ate Magic up all the time, buying product, building decks constantly. Yeah. Resources back in the day, Inquest, Duelist magazines, etc. That's right. So you really need to find a balance when you have a hobby, a balance between life, mental health, bills, jobs. Like, there was a time when I was working a job where they let me bring my Magic cards to work and build decks. Well, it was a phone job, but yeah.
Interesting.
I was going to say, I want that job.
Yeah. Balance and moderation for everything. Usually people need to counterpoint activity to help keep it from burning out. Well, one of the ways, for example, one of the ways I stop myself from burning out is I've reduced the amount of Magic content I watch on YouTube. I watch certain things, and I'm particular about what I watch. I try to watch friends things, like friends videos and stuff. But I'll watch things about toy collecting, or I'll watch something about history or something like that. I'll find something a little different, or I'll step away and listen to music off my collection for a bit and listen to songs, get into different moods, different vibes, because the more you watch one thing, the less stimulated your brain gets. When you do different things, the more stimulated your brain acts. You know?
Well, I think another thing too is if you watch other content or consume other content, whether it be reading, whatever, I think it's going to make you a broader and more well-rounded person when you do return back to the game, or assuming that you stepped away completely, or you might find more inspiration and might reignite that spark, so to speak, reignite your spark for Magic by getting other kinds of information and stimulus out there.
Beautiful is moderation in all things. You got to moderate yourself a lot. Sometimes you have to take a quiet moment. There'll be times where I'll just lie down, take a nap, and just let my brain filter through all the thoughts it's having, so I can just get on one track instead of my brain wanting to go everywhere. Because that's how it is. Because I can get overstimulated with Magic really easy. I get tired from building a deck. I'll build a deck or upgrade a deck, and my brain's like, that was a lot of work. I need to take a break. I'm not young anymore.
Really?
I'm curious as to what kind of things, if the panel, if everybody here has experienced burnout, and what do you think led directly to the burnout?
Yeah, for me, it was every waking moment. And then a really mediocre set came along, and the grind was worth it when I really enjoyed all the cards. And then when a mediocre set came out and the cards were pretty bad, except for one or two in the whole set,
right?
I was just like, oh, I think I'm done. And I quit for, I don't know, 6 years.
Right. That's crazy. But yeah.
But we were playing we were literally playing from the time we woke up. We'd get games in before work. We'd go to work. We'd come home, and we'd play games until bed. And then we would do that every day during the week. And then on the weekends, we would find a tournament that was within an hour and a half drive, and we'd go to it on Friday night, and we'd do the same thing on Saturday night.
Right.
And it's all we did. But, you know, we played enough and we won enough that it fed the hobby, right? Like we would take our winnings to buy the new stuff that we wanted.
Right. Oh yeah, I get that. Oh, really quick, Omega says you wander down a lot of holes on YouTube when you're online all the time. I've been watching people make dugouts in the wild and other building stuff that I'll never do. Weird abandoned houses, all kinds of stuff. That's very true. You must watch Tampa J, Adam the Woo stuff and things like that. And Face Falcons. I agree. Well, look, stepping away from Magic doesn't mean you have to pause your life, right?
Right.
That's another thing some people miscommunicate with themselves is like, if I step away from Magic, I'm doing nothing. But honestly, there's so much you can do, so much you can venture into. Like for an example, if I had to step away from Magic for some reason today, I would go to video games, or I would go to a different medium. Hell, my topics would change a little for a bit.
Yeah.
Like I would not stop living, and I would not stop being human just to stop playing a hobby. A hobby is just one thing.
Right.
You know, that's not everything.
Well, the key, like you said, is balance and stuff. And the idea is it would be more a sense of maturity in knowing that that you do need a break, that you do need to take that time. So it's absolutely, for some people, I would say, well, not for somebody, I'm going to say for everybody at some point, you're going to need to step away for it and get a better perspective on where you're at and where you're going with the hobby too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Burnout comes for us all. It's a matter of when, not if.
Right. It's a matter of when, not if. And look, burnout's not a sign that you hate the game. It's not a sign you're tired of the game. It's a sign that you're tired from playing the game or your interactions with it. Because when I was writing that script, my brain was thinking, because I went and talked about the extremes of Magic, and I remember Tavalt and I having a conversation about it, and there's so many things that we both have seen and dealt with in the extremes. And if it's not ourselves, it's other people we've noticed too. Like I had a friend named George, who would come from Wyoming to Utah when I lived in Utah, and he'd buy 5 boxes of whatever set was out, which was, I think it was 10th at this time, and he just spent all his free money on the Magic, and he got so addicted with opening boxes and stuff that he ended up going bankrupt.
Ooh.
And getting divorced, losing his family, becoming homeless.
Wow.
You know, and I've also seen another extreme where there was this kid. Well, you know, he was an adult, but we were in our 20s back in the day, kid, and he was on social assistance or whatever you call it, and he wanted one card from the set. He wanted a Liliana Planeswalker, the very first variation of the Liliana.
Liliana Vest, yeah,
right. He could have bought the card for $12, but instead opened 3 booster boxes to pull the card himself.
Wow.
You know,
well, he's a question. Did he get it?
He did on the 3rd box.
Yeah, that's one of the things where there's, like I said, you have to rely on or have a certain amount of maturity and put limits on yourself as far as what you're willing to do. Those cards, though he maybe went through 3 boxes to get it, definitely not worth that now. Again, we go back to the FOMO thing where if you wait long enough, these cards will come down in price. They will stabilize. They will get to a point. Or, you know what they say, buy singles. And I'm not saying that just because I have a TCG player store. I'm saying that if you really want to engage with the game and you feel like you need it, But that's something else that bothers me, where I see people that feel like they have to have this card or that card.
Right.
Budget. You can, but that's not up to me to tell people how to spend their money and stuff. But I want to remind people, you don't have to buy wins in Magic, that you can strategically earn them by playing different cards, by spending a quarter on a card that will, do the same thing. Maybe it'll take one turn more or something, you know what I mean? So unless your hobby, like Rayman said, his hobby was paying for itself, or was being able to reinvest and stuff, that makes sense if you could do that. I think don't let yourself fall into that trap that I have to have these things or I have to have this to make it work.
Right, for sure. Really quick, opportunity knocks at the door. Fuzzy Falcon says, I worked in a bicycle factory. Great experience. Did you work there till you got too tired? Huh?
Womp, womp, womp.
Hey, opportunity was there.
We need that.
Anyways, Omega says, I love budget cards. No one expects, or old cards that no one plays. That's true. Like one of my favorite cards I don't play often enough, but it's kind of slow. It's called Hymn of Rebirth. It's a card no one expects because it's not in black and it's not all in white. It's a green-white card that returns a free card from any graveyard to the battlefield. You're like, come on. It's so good.
Very nice.
It's on the reserve list. Omega said, I saw that bad joke coming a mile away. That's right. That's funny.
I think what Omega said is right, though, too. The fact that packs are for fun, but singles are for decks.
Right.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, cracking packs is fun because I bought boxes and cracked packs. It is fun, a fun experience. But I always remember before I ever buy a box, I make sure that I have everything else paid for that's important to pay for before I even get into my play money.
Right.
My play money is what I use for my hobby. Play money is what I use to buy boxes.
Right. And the extremes came up because sometimes that's why people need to take a break.
Yeah.
I don't have a hotline number, but if you feel like you have an addiction to Magic and it's serious, there's hotline numbers to reach out to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's friends and family. You just got to be open up to talking to people who are willing to listen.
Yep.
Almost every state now has a gambling hotline.
Yep.
Because where they've made gambling legal everywhere. Look it up. Look up the number for your state. Look up gambling hotline in your state, and I almost bet money there's one for your state.
All right, even Utah has one, and they don't even gamble.
And Kentucky has one. Do you have anything to say, Lone Wolf?
Not really.
Like, I feel targeted. No, I'm kidding.
Targeted. I do have a Magic problem.
but anyways, so taking a break is fine, and I'm hoping that people are watching this, enjoying the show, are thinking, man, they're feeling like I'm responsible enough, mature enough to be like, I can quit when I want to. If I need to, I can take a break when I want to or need to, because sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes they make a breather. That's like when I can't get a game together. Some nights I don't fret because I'm like, okay, if I don't get a game together, that's just more time not play Magic. Because respectively, if everything went perfect, we'd be playing Magic 4 times a week, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So if I can't get a game on Wednesday, that's just the time I can do something else. Listen to music, write a script. Because like Mondays and Wednesdays are my days to write scripts for Tibalt's appearance. Yeah,
I feel special. Thank you.
Well, I do it because when you do a video, you like to make show notes and stuff and have something ready. And I'm like, okay, I can return the favor for the days you're here.
Well, that's okay. And I do hang out on Chat and Chills when I can too. So that's good.
That's right.
Yeah. You do need that balance.
That's true. Look, I've been doing this show for more than 2 years now. I can't think of every subject.
Well, you've been doing a great job. I will say that.
Yeah.
That's like I had to learn to let chat and chills be a thing, you know.
Sure.
Because like there are times I'm like I have to create a subject. I'd go crazy trying to Google subjects, and trust me, sometimes when you Google for subjects of Magic the Gathering, all it is salt. You know, rage bait or something. You're like, I'm not trying to rage bait people.
For sure. I think maybe that's another good example of maybe burnout. Maybe not burnout isn't quite the right word, but I would think that having to do a topic 4 or 5 times a week is going to get rough and going to seem like you're going to cycle through pretty quick. So it is important to balance it out with the chat and chills and other things too. Or topics like, again, I keep going back to the same thing over and over. I first heard about you through Hillbilly and I talking, and the video that stood out the most to me right from the get-go was the thrift store finds.
Right.
Stuff. It was thrift store finds. I mean, I watch the other stuff too, but like I said, that's the one that really got my attention. It's like, I can hang with this guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
I think I'm the one who invited you here, wasn't it, Tibbo?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you told me you about him. You said there was this guy that you were hanging out with and listening to because we'd played on Arena and stuff. And I asked what you were up to and stuff, and you're like, "Oh, I'm listening to this guy, Super Fast Tortoise and stuff," and I'm hanging out with him and stuff. So that's why I went to check him out, and sure enough, he got that cool Link backpack. The Legend is oh no, he still got it there, huh?
That's right here.
That's it. That's the one.
It's the Game Boy carrying case for the Game Boy at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put the Game Boy there and the game's over here. Yeah, I still have it.
So I mean,
I'm surprised they didn't try to make a deck box out of it.
Make a deck box out of it. I got
they should put elves in it. It should be an elf carrying case for sure.
Right. Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I still have the cool stuff. Like I still have the doll too. I got the Pokemon doll. I can't remember. Was it Jigglypuff? Or something?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't remember the name. I just have the doll. I eventually got a Pikachu doll for Christmas. I don't play Pokemon the card game, but I like the dolls and I like the creatures, the cute creatures from Pokemon. But anyways, so other things going on. Is there anything people want to say about the topic that hasn't been said, or final thoughts you have?
I mean, you may need to quit Magic for a while, right? And it's fine. I quit for, like I said, from the very first Kamigawa block, the very first set of that block was when I quit. And I did not play Magic again until the set that had Stoneforge Mystic in it. I played a little bit then.
Probably. Maybe.
Probably. Stoneforge Mystic came out in Mirrodin.
Mirrodin, okay.
Like when
no. The one that lets you go and find. Wait, is it Mirrodin? The one that lets you go and find.
It was Mirrodin Besieged block.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. Because I played a white and blue deck. That had it, and it had Consecrated Sphinx in it.
That wasn't a Cobblade back in the day.
I don't know. No, I wasn't. I mean, probably, but I wasn't playing meta. I just built some of my own stuff, and then I quit again after that up until Amonkhet.
Right.
I think Amonkhet block. I played Modern for a couple years, and then I quit again until 3 years ago. And now I've been playing. Those times, like I played for a few months here or there, right? But now I've been playing pretty much almost every single day for 3 years.
Right.
Nice. And I think another thing too, as opposed to, like we said, you don't have to quit cold turkey. You don't have to stop entirely. Sometimes it might just be, if you are feeling burnout, you're feeling tired of it, it might be as simple as pivoting into another format or engaging with it in another way. If you are tired of sorting through cards and building a deck, maybe give Arena a try for a little bit if you want to keep your toes in it. I personally, the problem that I have with Arena, though I play it all the time, too much, if truth be told, but it's the win at all costs, the win or die situation and stuff. And so getting a chance to play Commander with friends, nothing beats that, because that's the best part. Well, we say gathering is the best part, right?
Right.
And that's really true. So, but even that Commander might be too much for somebody, or you might need a break from that. Maybe investigate some of these other formats. They just did the Secret Lair with the Dan deck. Maybe play Modern, maybe try some of these other things. You can build decks for free and engage with them. Maybe you think that Legacy isn't something you'd want to do. Maybe you don't want to do that, but build it on one of these, what do you call the sites? Where you don't, what's the engines? Like Cockatrace or whatever. You don't actually even need the cards, but.
Oh yeah, like those playtest sites.
Simulators. There we go. Play it on one of the simulators or whatever. So you can build your fantasy deck and have the guy has created on all the other cards you don't think you can afford, or maybe you can't afford. Play and engage that way too, if you want to, or if you need to step away, again, 100% okay.
Yep. Another thing too is that with Arena, if your friend is like on the other side of the world or something, you can easily, with Arena, play against them on Arena. Yeah, that's one thing so, the gathering's still there within Arena.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing just some random person, then it's not that fun. I mean, it's more fun to play against somebody that you know instead of somebody you don't know. Right. Just like I have viewer battles. I have more on Wednesdays. Wednesday afternoons. I have viewer battles where I play against my viewers. I have more fun on Wednesday afternoons than the other 6 days out of the week.
Yeah.
It's
Can I add a
more
couple
fun.
of things?
Sure.
Okay. The first one I'm going to talk. I'll mention. I know we've already mentioned it, but is the mental health aspect of it, and I'll speak from experience. Don't let your hobby or Magic the Gathering take away from your mental health, and your mental health should be your number one priority over everything. And talk like I think Tortoise or somebody mentioned earlier. Talk to your friends, family about it. Don't isolate yourself. Because the worst thing you can do when it comes to this is isolating yourself, because then you're just compounding your problems.
For sure.
And then the other thing I want to mention, I'm going to go off what Tibble says, trying a new format. One of the things that could be a little bit interesting, and I'm a little bit different when it comes to this, is maybe come up with your own little version of a format that you would, add some crazy rules that no one else is doing, and give that a try, and it might give you a fresh taste or a fresh aspect on a format, but with different styles.
One thing I wanted to mention before we close out the show, because we're getting to that time. Sometimes you don't have to step away from Magic for a long time. Sometimes instead of going to F&M or your weekly Magic show or weekly Magic event, sometimes you just need to stay home and have a barbecue.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you just need to stay home, have a movie night. Sometimes maybe you just want to walk around Walmart and window shop, find something you want. Sometimes you just need to do something else, take a breather, because Magic's one of those games where we, as people who are in love with the game, will spend time thinking about the game almost daily and nightly, that it's important for us to take a break, even if it's for a day, to do something else. Like when I ended up taking off weekends to do the morning show, that helped out a lot with my mental clarity, because there's 2 days of the week where I don't have to think about the show.
Right.
Unless I get a bug up my butt.
But sometimes, like you said, that's it. Sometimes it's just make a point of not picking up a magic card or not thinking about a magic card for the day. That might be enough of a break to get you there.
Mhm.
Yep. But just like, I prefer this too. Just like me, I took, I was doing 2 streams a day. Now I'm down to 1. Now I don't have to worry about getting up early and worrying about, all right, what kind of deck do I need to build here? What kind, or anything like that. Now I can just go on the arena and just build 1 deck and be done with it, and not have to worry about building 2 decks a day or anything like that. I can just build 1 deck and be done with it, and it's so much more relaxing because I got so much time to do that and everything. So I only come here, then go to my stream, and then I'm done.
For sure. Sometimes a change is needed somehow, you know, and that's how it is. That's how it is. But with that, it is that time of the day, my friends, that we must get to. I already highlighted that.
I didn't know.
Should have been paying attention.
I was paying attention. I was paying attention to everybody here.
Well, you know what?
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless.
The end step.
That's right. Hillbilly pushed me over the edge. We had to go to the end step. Not only does my wife go to work early today, we got to end the show on time so I can make orders and stuff and all that fun jazz. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being here. But let's start with the chill section, thrill section with the one and only Blue Logo Wolf.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on. Don't forget to like the stream and help support everybody out. Let's get our numbers up and just have fun.
Woo-woo. With
Thanks,
that,
Wolf.
you rock on. You rock. Yeah, that's right. My brain just stuttered. With that, let's roll over to the ball.
Hey, I'm just going to point out what Fuzzy Falcon said. As a listener, they feel burned out with a sense of obligation. That's a possibility too. Maybe you're not a content creator. Maybe you feel obliged to support your friends. The best way to do that is throw likes or comments on their videos, visit their sites. But if you feel burnout from that, it's okay to step away from that too, for sure.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, Magic Career Store. Go to darkwoods.site.
That's right.
Hey, there it is.
Ta-da! Go to darkwoods.site. Check out all the cool stuff.
Indeed.
Maybe you'll make a friend. That's if,
Maybe.
to ball accept you as a friend. I'm kidding. All right. With that, we're gonna roll over to the one Ray Man.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I am here at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We are on YouTube at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We are here in person. We are playing Magic again almost every single day. We are here playing Commander. So if you want to come and play, come on down. If you want to learn how to play Magic, come. I'll personally teach you. I will teach you how to play Magic if you're interested. So check us out. It is Thursday, so 23-hour break. See you guys mañana.
Tomorrow. What was that? We're gonna roll over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody, around 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'll be jumping into arena stream. Looks like today I'll be brewing up a Groldak bread in green. And I'll be doing that this afternoon around 2 o'clock.
Sounds good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, let's go. With that, I want to roll over to me and say, hey, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for being on the show, everybody. You rock, you roll. Rayman, Hillbilly, Tabal, Lomo, thank you for being here. Everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. Thank you for keeping chat alive today. You made it go crazy. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the subject. I want to thank you, channel members and subscribers, for growing the channel. And I want to remind you all that you're loved. If you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change or the motivation they need just to get up and keep on going. And with that, we're going to get out of here.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat. chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends have been the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with super fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.